You know, I ask myself, are older flagship phones still any good right now in 2025? And so I decided to test it out myself by picking up the Samsung Galaxy S21, a phone that came out way back in 2021. And I have to say, I was quite surprised. What is happening, guys? Gary Jahman here, back at it again with a new video. Hope you're doing well, hope you're safe and happy. Today's video is all about this old legend right here, the Samsung Galaxy S21. And the first thing I noticed, this phone feels amazing in the hand. It's slim, lightweight, and super easy to use one-handed. Something I've honestly missed with today's giant flagships. Under the hood, the S21 packs the Snapdragon 888 or 888 in the US and China, or the Exynos 2100 everywhere else. It's got 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, so this is just the base model. And honestly, performance has been way better than I expected. Switching between apps, doom scrolling through socials, watching videos, it just feels smooth and responsive. I couldn't believe how snappy this thing still is, even in 2025. Now let's talk about the screen, because this thing still looks fantastic. It's a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display. It also has a 120Hz refresh rate. Colors are vibrant, blacks are deep, and the smoothness when scrolling makes it feel like a much newer phone. It's also protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, and it's IP68 rated for dust and water resistance. Just don't take it into seawater, and I learned that lesson the hard way with my iPhone. The speakers are pretty solid too. Loud, clear, and great for watching YouTube or Netflix. Battery life was another surprise. It's got a 4000 mAh battery, and for my daily use, social media, some camera stuff, YouTube, GPS, it easily lasts the full day with about 15% left at night. But if you are a heavy user, a power user though, expect it to drain faster. So keep a power bank or charger nearby just in case. It supports 25-watt fast charging and also wireless charging and even reverse wireless charging, which is still really cool for charging earbuds on the go. Alright, now let's move to the cameras, because this setup still holds up surprisingly well. You get 3 cameras on the back, a 12 megapixel main, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 64 megapixel telephoto. And on the front, a 10 megapixel selfie cam. All of them can shoot 4K up to 60 frames per second, and the main camera even does 8K at 24 frames per second, which is kind of wild. The photos look great, nice colors, sharp details, and that typical Samsung punchy look. Even the stabilization is decent. Sure, it gets a bit warm when shooting 8K, but it never overheated during my test. Overall, the camera experience is very enjoyable, especially for the price I paid. The S21 currently runs One UI 6.1 on Android 14, or was it 15? And Samsung confirmed that its final update will come in January 2026. So yeah, software support is nearing its end, but you'll still get some security patches after that. If you plan to keep it long term, that is something that you have to keep in mind. Now here's the crazy part. I bought this phone refurbished from back market for just 165 euros. For that price, you're getting flagship level performance, a gorgeous screen, great cameras, wireless charging, basically the whole package. And honestly, it feels like a steal. Just remember, if you buy refurbished, check the battery health and whether it's still receiving security or OS updates. So, is an old flagship like the Samsung Galaxy S21 still any good in 2025? Well, for me, absolutely. It exceeded my expectations in almost every way. It's smooth, it's powerful, compact, and it still takes beautiful photos. And sure, software support is ending soon, but as a budget backup or even a daily driver, this phone is an awesome choice. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment below. Would you still use an older flagship in 2025? As always, stay safe, stay happy, and good luck.